it's fine.
Mm.
You're beautiful.
Thank you
I
so
must
much.
because that instant pop up on the screen, these vibrant colors, right? Okay.
First time I am facing camera, so a little shyness. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay, this is your first video call.
yeah. Not this is second time actually. 4 months. Before 5 months. I don't know actually. Once I'll speak with Rajini ma'am. After that, I'm taking it in a serious way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So recently you thought of taking it serious.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Before that,
that's
just I'm thinking while watching some random videos in YouTube. So how should I learn this language and all? Simply watching and while crossing so many videos in YouTube's, but it doesn't effective me. After that, I'll speaking with her. I'll little boost up my confidence level. So even I am also able to speak with anybody, with even though strangers also. So after that, yeah.
so
Sorry.
great that you've taken that first step. You've already high on your spirits, so I'm sure you're gonna rock it very soon. So before
Okay.
that, before diving deep into the conversation, can you please give a little introduction?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. As you know, my name is Savitri. Currently, I'm staying in Bangalore. Actually, my hobbies are when I had a free time. So I'm really liking to cooking. Some people may think cooking is not they not didn't even like much in cooking, but I love to cooking. Then after that, when I had a free time, I love to read books, fictional books. Then when it comes to my educational qualification, I completed my BCom Bachelor of Commerce in SSC College, Mysore University. After I did my MCom in distance through distance learning. In that time, I am working, so I'll take that path to complete my studies.
That's great. Wonderful to know about you. And cooking itself is a great skill. It is a life skill and
Yes,
necessity these days because I've seen that many boys are also living alone and they have to cook themselves. So yes, it is
yes.
a life skill. So what do you like to cook?
Actually, I'm very interested to cook non-veg, comparatively veg, because when it comes to non-veg, especially in chicken biryani, my husband likes. So for that reason, I love to cook non-veg.
Okay, that's great. And where did you learn cooking from?
Actually, when I am a girl, in that time I'm watching my mother how she cook and all. After
Mhm.
sometimes I'm try when I once grown up after completion of studies and all, came to know the YouTube channels. They were
Mhm.
really cooking very nice and they'll give some tips and tricks and all. So after that,
Mhm.
I'll learn through YouTube. Then I'm trying to cook my home. So
Wow,
after
that's
marriage, I don't have another options. I have to cook. I don't have another option to. So you cook like that. So then
Mhm.
try little bit. Try to cook some different recipes. I'm not
Mhm.
a cook very excellent, but I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Because after marriage, it is compulsory. We have to cook no matter how and what, but we have to cook, right, out of compulsion.
Definitely, ma'am. I
And when
agree
you
with
said
that.
that you observed your mother during your childhood and then you've learned cooking, so you took me that phase of my life where I also used to observe my mother while cooking. And out of nowhere we have gained all those skills in ourselves, and even after my marriage I was not aware of many recipes, but there were few, like how to make rice and simple dal and roti chapati. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was I these were known to me, the recipes, but nothing else in that. So I was totally relying on YouTube videos, and I am quite hesitant to ask other people to tell me the recipe. So that is why I directly search on YouTube and how to make and all that. And it turns out really nice when we follow all the steps, they provide in the video.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my mother, she's cooking very well, but she doesn't know these days some new fashionable things like that. Some they were people like pasta and some other gobi and pani puri, these kinds of stuff she doesn't know. But
Mhm,
actually, I am from a village background. She knows how to cook some. In our side, basically, we are doing ragi bal. In our mother tongue, ragi mudde. So she sambar and all. She's making very good. Even much more people she able to cook. 50 people, 100 people. She
mhm,
single-handedly handle everything. So after
mhm.
that, I feel like sometimes I helped her when I have a festival and all. Then in her home, I'm only the person to cook.
That's great. Our mothers are really great at cooking traditional recipes, but if you'll come up with something new that mama cook me pasta, cook me macaroni, so they'll not be able to do it because they are totally unaware of this. So yes,
Yes,
we cannot
ma'am.
expect that from them, but why not to learn it yourself and cook yourself, right? And these are
One
some
more
easy
thing,
quick recipes.
one more thing here I mentioned. I'm a very biggest fan of yours. Actually, you are recently created your channel, but it's really going well. I liked a lot, ma'am. You are very simple, and then your communication skill also very good. I liked a lot.
Thank
Seriously.
you so much. Thank you so much for all the love. And I am, going forward just because of the love I'm getting, just because of the motivation in the form of subscribers, in the form of comments, because these really fuel up my motivation. And that is how we bring up a lot more content on YouTube. So these works as a motivation, I would say. So have you also started your YouTube channel?
Actually, recently I have started, but still I haven't uploaded any videos. I have started, but I haven't created any videos. I only put one single video about my daughters. That's it.
Great. But you can upload solo videos as well and conversational video too, right? Because by doing all these things, by doing videos and doing the homework behind that, you'll get to learn a lot of things in the process. You tend to repeat things, you tend to repeat the scripts and all that. So that is a learning in itself,
It's my in
right?
the same way. I'm trying to
Try
do
to
that.
come up with try to come up with at least one content in a day. It could be anything out of your
Yes.
mind, right? So it could be anything. So in this way, you'll be practicing English every day,
Yes.
right?
Actually, I'll take again Rajni ma'am's name because how she's doing, she's helped so many people, especially housewife. So many people I could mention. I'm not, I don't know exactly, but she helps a lot. So many people. Then people eagerly waiting to her with her conversation. So after that, I realized the mainly when I started the journey with her, once I'll speak with her, after that only I'll take it in a serious way. Okay, if I am also able to do, then why should I? Even now I'm a housewife. I have a
Mhm.
knowledge about little bit. Then if I am utilize this, definitely I'll grown up one day. So I'll take it in a right path now. So I know little bit work experience also before I getting married. So now I have a baby. She is 1 year 8 months old. So for that reason, I'm not able to go outside for her. So just I'm thinking while sitting home, what I'm doing. So I'm frustrating sometimes. Okay, I'm studying up to 17 years. After 17 years, what I am doing? Simply sitting my home and asking money every time, either your husband, either your mother-in-law. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking a lot. But my father always told me, okay, wait some time. Your time also it will come. You should wait. Don't worry about much. If you need any financial things, you asked me. But my husband he is supporting very well. But sometimes he told me to don't think much like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. But people say that wait for some time, but when will that right time will come? We never know when that right time will come.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Today also I've made a video that was a wake up call for housewives, and in that video I've mentioned that that right time will never come. So
Never
better
come.
start today, right? So we can definitely take some time for ourselves Maybe we can burn the midnight oil, we can stay awake late at night and work upon ourselves, right? If you have that passion in yourself, that burning desire in yourself, then anyhow, no matter what it takes, you will do that, right?
Yes.
I'm glad that you've started, and I'm sure that you're gonna rock it. But what is your approach on learning English? Because I've noticed that you're making few grammar mistakes here and there, like preposition, tenses. So, what is your approach for learning?
Actually, the main purpose is when I going if I'm not when I am going for a work, then it's definitely in Bangalore we need to survive any work. I need communication skill. For that reason, I'm working on it. This language.
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to focus on grammar first, or you'll directly focus on speaking part?
Actually, I know my some mistakes. When it comes to grammatical errors, I do a lots of grammatical errors. You found that, and then apart from those things, like when I speaking, I had my thought in my mind. When it comes, try to speak. I don't know, but I'm doing so many grammatical errors. So I'm trying to speaking with people while practice makes man perfect. Someone told. So while practice, I'm going to clear those mistakes I feel.
Absolutely. So first thing is that you have already realized that you're making mistake. So this
Yeah, yeah.
is commendable that you've already realized and you are admitting that I'm making mistakes. Although
Yeah.
mistakes are a part of journey and it is quite evident, we cannot, just overlook this thing that mistakes cannot be made while speaking because this is quite natural. We also make mistake while conversing unconsciously, unknowingly. Right, but now your approach should be because instead of focusing completely on grammar first, you should focus on grammar patterns through speaking, through immersing yourself in English, like you're watching any movie or TV series, let's suppose. You have turned the subtitles on. Now look at the patterns they are using and in which context they are using those patterns. So you'll get to know like if they are talking about any past activity, what patterns they are using there. So just notice all those patterns and try to incorporate that into your speaking. So you need not to sit with a grammar book separately. So you can learn all those grammar things while immersing yourself in English. You
What
getting my
I'm
point?
doing, yeah, yeah, I definitely understood what you are telling, and I already tried to do that. I think it's the wrong way. Before that, what I'm doing, make a sentence in this language and try to convert my mother tongue. So someone told after that, don't try to do that. When you are trying to do that, it's taking in a wrong way. So try
Mhm.
to speak. When you speak more, it will come easily. Just your mug. This is not a, like a mug up and write it down anywhere. It's not like that. So while you are practicing, it will improve. So for that reason, I'm doing in this way.
Good.
Even sometimes I'll try to speak it in CV app in audio call. But when we speak in audio and then video, it's totally different. In video calls, people will judge ourselves like how we speak and then our personality, then our body language and everything they'll observe. But in audio call, it's not like that. And when we
Hmm.
speak, then that is only the thing matters. So, but I'll for the practice purpose, I'm doing that each day.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
what do you feel more comfortable, audio calls or video calls?
Compared to video calls, it's better audio call. But when we speak with video, we should boost our confidence level when we speak
Right,
with
right.
video compared to audio calls. It's my opinion.
Because in real life also you have to face people. You have to
Yeah,
have that face-to-face in-person
courage to
interaction.
do that.
So audio call
Yeah.
will not help. Video call can somehow help, right?
Yes,
Mm,
ma'am. Definitely,
that's
I
okay.
agree.
So at your level, I also want to suggest one more thing that how can you add vocabularies in your speaking, right? So recently I've realized this thing that when we learn any new word And what, just a second. So, थोड़ा सा बस 2 मिनट है. Okay, I'll take just 2 more minutes because my kid started crying.
It's
Okay.
okay, ma'am. For this giving you a chance, I like so much. I never worried about. It's okay.
Okay, so I was talking about vocabulary. So whenever you learn any new word, try to use that word in your everyday language, like whatever it could be, your mother tongue or Hindi. For example, I've learned the word frivolous. Frivolous means something that is pointless or useless, right? I've learned this new word frivolous. Now I'll use this frivolous word in my Hindi sentence. Okay, I'll say, ये तो frivolous matters हैं. Okay, so I've used this in my Hindi. Now I've become clear that how and in which context I can use this. Now I'll make the English version of this sentence, that these are frivolous matters. So this is how this word will be there in my mind for a longer time. So you can first, you
Okay.
can also try this. I'm not saying this is a short answer for this, but I would say you can try. And because this is working for me also.
Definitely, I'm going to do that. I've noticed some words in while reading the book. Then
Hmm.
after trying to, when I try to speak with anyone, but it doesn't happen like that. Just I note down the books, but when I try to speak with anyone, I'm not unable to do that. To use that
Mm.
word particularly.
That is also because when we learn any new words, we have to try to make sentences on our own, and those kind of sentences that we can actually use in our life, in our everyday life.